This is me. 1 year ago, on this day that I'm recording, I started my PlayStation journey. I received a PlayStation 5 1 year ago exactly, and I can proudly say my life has been for the better. In this video today, to celebrate my 1 year anniversary of having a PS5, I not only want to break down what I love about the system so much, but my experiences with it. And even though it is a 3-year-old system, and they're probably going to release a new model within the year or the next, still, now that they're becoming readily available, should you pick one up? So come with me as we take a dive back years ago and look further into the future and enjoy just the wonderful mystique that is the PlayStation 5. Alright, so I think we should start this video off with the console itself, honestly. The thing I really love about the PS5 console itself is its presence is bold. It is big, it's probably like one of the largest consoles I've ever seen. I know it gets a lot of hate for being a Wi-Fi router, but I do think it is a really cool design. The big ergonomic white wings with the nice black in the middle and the LED lights. So good. The design obviously is my favorite. I do not like the lack of storage. The console itself comes with 850 gigabytes out of the box. 150 of it is used for the system already. It's like software and stuff. So we really only get like 600 gigabytes to use. When you're downloading 100 gigabyte PS5 games, that gets used up pretty fast. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but with the amount of games coming out for PS5, I sure as heck want to load as much as possible up on my system, especially making use of that lightning fast SSD that's built in. 600 gigabytes doesn't cut it. I had to get an extra drive. Another thing that I think would definitely benefit the system itself is the UI. The UI itself is alright. I mean, it's nothing out of this water, it's nothing fantastic, it's no Persona 5 UI, but it is a UI. I think it does make clear what it wants, but when you have to dig deep for stuff, it can get kind of confusing. Wallpapers is a big thing that everyone talks about. It's not as huge of an issue for me, honestly. I think the different wallpapers and music that pops up when you choose a game is really cool, really neat, definitely a neat thing. But I also think it would be great if we could switch that option, give us a permanent wallpaper, give us permanent background music. I do think that PS4 games came with a lot of really cool wallpapers. They really just go to waste. I think it would be really cool to have a centrally themed system. I do think going back to the outside, seeing as we're talking about customization, the removable wings on the side is really awesome. I think the new colors they came out with are definitely really cool and add to the atmosphere of the system. And they also match other color controllers, which is what's going to really branch us into our next segment. I know I didn't talk about the console itself a lot, but what's going to branch us into our next segment is the controller. The controller is a feat of mastery, honestly. You would have expected this kind of controller to pop out a Nintendo or something, but the DualSense is what they're calling it, is the most advanced PlayStation controller they've had. Once again, must compliment it on its design. The white and the black are just really great contrasting colors for a console. It is a really comfortable controller. One thing that I really dislike about the Xbox controllers, especially the Xbox One, is they are very bulky. The DualSense slips into your hands really nice, your thumbs line up with the control sticks real evenly, and it is all around a comfortable controller. The back of the handles are textured, so you get that little nice grip back there. Some of the features of the controller are the adaptive triggers. The adaptive triggers are literally the coolest thing ever. When you're playing games like Spider-Man and you're swinging around New York, you can feel the tension of Spider-Man's web swinging in the trigger. It is just so cool when you're playing it. Another thing that really helps the immersion is the HD rumble of the controller. The rumble of the controller is very effective, as when you're walking through like forests or on cliffs and stuff,
You can really feel it in the controller when you're pulling off combos as Kratos. You can feel it within the controller. It makes you feel very powerful. The controller has a built-in speaker, which is really cool for games like in Spider-Man. You can hear the web slinging through the speaker. I know in some games you can hear like walking on like pebbles and rocks and stuff through the speaker. The speaker is really neat. I mean, you can throw just so many different scenarios in immersion through this controller. And the built-in mic is cool. It's kind of crappy, honestly, but I mean, it's built in. You don't need an external headset or anything. So all around, the DualSense controller is a fantastic controller. It has all the things that the DualShock 4 had, and way, way more. You would have thought it was a Nintendo controller. Definitely very cool, very next-gen to pair with your next-gen console. The last thing I wanted to touch on with my, first impressions of the system this year has really been the software. Hardware is cool, the system is cool, the controller is cool. It's all very next-gen feely, but you get that feeling for like a week and then, it goes away. It's regular life. The software, it's where it's at. The software is where I've been putting most of my year with the system in, and my goodness, is the lineup incredible. God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Horizon Forbidden West, all of these, big games that have just these amazing graphics. It definitely, PS5's power is shown throughout these games with the graphical fidelity and mocap and ray tracing, and everything just shows in through these games. The console exclusives are fantastic. Ratchet and Clank, A Rift Apart is a console exclusive. There are a bunch of console exclusives coming on the way, like Final Fantasy 16, and just so many other console, like PS5, not even PS4, just PS5 exclusive games are just really stellar. I know within this next year we are going to be like moving more towards PS5 exclusivity, not so much last-gen support. So it's going to be really great to see more PS5 games, just PS5 versions. The first-party PlayStation Studios is just out of this world. Goodness gracious, these studios really know how to make games. I know they've been kind of dual making for 4 and 5 and kind of bringing like PS4 games that came out before the console release and throwing it with PS5 versions. Ghost of Tsushima did that. The Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection did that with 4 and 5 and upped it up. The Last of Us. So many different games have been they had PS4 versions, but they're getting PS5 upgrades. And these are still some amazing games. And Sony, even though they're upgrading some of their older games, they've been bringing new experiences like Horizon Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok. I mean, these are outstanding next-gen, big-budget AAA games that come from PlayStation themselves. And I know they're working on a whole bunch more PlayStation Studios exclusive. One really amazing PlayStation 5 exclusive game is Astros Playroom. This game is bundled with every PS5 console and really shows the power of the system and the power of the DualSense, as it takes advantage of the hardware and the controller and puts it all in this one game. It's a homage to PlayStation. It's just like Wii Sports, but for the PlayStation. It shows off the technical prowess of the system. The tie-in, like I mentioned with Astros Playroom, the tie-in with the controller, all of PlayStation's first-party games, and even some of their third-party ones, have been using the advantage of the controller with the adaptive triggers and the rumble and all that good stuff, the gyro aiming, all of that. And probably by far the best fact about PS5 is that it is completely compatible with PS4 games. I believe like 5,000 of them. There's only like 30 titles that aren't compatible, and those are very unique niche titles that you're not going to walk into GameStop and find. But 99% of the PS4 catalog is 100% compatible with PS5, including the PSVR, like the original stuff. All of that is here, and that completely adds to the value of this console. It's just a great system to play games on.
At the end of the day, the PlayStation 5 is an amazing console. After spending a year with the console and its games, I can officially say this is the best way to experience PlayStation. You can play PS5 and PS4 games on it. You have a fantastic controller, an epically powerful system, and enough games to supply you your entire lifetime. If you're interested in getting into the PlayStation scene, the PlayStation 5 is the best system to do it with. My first year experience with the console has been utterly amazing. I cannot wait to spend many, many years to come enjoying this system and the library and collection of games that are up and coming on PS5, that have come out on PS5, and all the amazing PS4 titles. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that subscribe button. We are almost to 400 subscribers, and I know this might be a hot take, and I might get canceled, and I might get unsubscribed for this, but at 400 subscribers, I will try Logan Paul's, hopefully not a scam, Prime, Energy, Gatorade, ripoff, whatever you want to call it. I will try it. I've never tried it before or anything like it, so I am generally interested to try, but I want to do it for you guys, so why don't you help me get up to 400 subscribers so I can try it. If you want to see more content like this or any other PlayStation related things or Nintendo or not Xbox, but anything else gaming related, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I love reading your comments. You guys are awesome. Just be sure to be nice down there, and we'll all have a good time. But yeah, let me know down below. Ring the notification bell so you're always up to date when I have new videos coming out. And you know, if this video gets enough views and likes and comments and stuff, maybe I'll do a bonus video showing off my full PlayStation collection. I do have a lot of fun stories to tell from this past year. I do want to share them with you guys. So you know, like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. Get me up there, and we'll have a jolly good time. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I've been King from Kingdom Studios. Have a legendary day, my friends.
Come join me. I know a path out of this maze. So